Hi everyone, I'm retired Officer Dan Simcox from the Pickerington Police Department. Uh, I became involved in law enforcement way before that. I spent 20 years prior to 26 years as a police officer in the military, and I was a military policeman and a criminal investigator for the Department of the Army. Uh, what inspired me to become a police officer is when I was growing up as a kid, going to school, I saw a lot of my friends got beat up or assaulted or had their bicycles stolen. And I thought, wow, if I was a policeman, I could take help with this. And that sort of inspired me to help stop crime in neighborhoods and things like that. And so that was my inspiration on becoming a policeman. What training did I have? Well, I went through several military schools to be trained as a police officer. Had to learn how to use all the stuff that's on my gun belt, my weapon, my club, my ass, my pepper spray. So all kinds of tools that a police officer carries to help deter crime. Um, and then when I retired from the military, I went straight into law enforcement and went through 6 months training in the police academy to be a Pickerington police officer. Okay, and then one of the questions was what was some of the skills that were important in my job? One was how to handle a weapon. One was how to take down a suspect that was bigger than me. And many other skills that you have to learn is the laws for traffic, the laws to cover an automobile accident, and how to handle a domestic violence, what to do in fights, and so many things you learn. And what skills are most important to me was how to talk to people and to help those in need that are victims of crime. And the pleasing thing was when you capture the persons involved and that justice is done for them. Now, what was the most common type of call I had? Probably traffic accidents. It was quite a bit of a mixture. I dealt with everything you can think of, from parking tickets, illegal parking, to homicide, where somebody was killed. And then what was the most one I responded to would be probably traffic accidents. And any given day it could be something else. So it could be, fights, and that depending on what's going on in the neighborhoods. What part of the job is the most rewarding? I was a DARE officer where I got to talk to kids, and I saw people messed up on drugs and things like that, and what it can do to somebody and how addictive it is. And so I was trained on how to try to keep kids off of drugs, and I taught the DARE program for 15 years to 5th, 6th graders and even high school. And it was very rewarding. What was the hardest part of the job? Probably going to a homicide or a fatal traffic accident where somebody was killed through somebody's negligence. Those were pretty hard. You don't forget that. I want to thank you for your time. It was nice to be able to talk.